The world of luxury supercars is dominated by two rival brands, Ferrari and Lamborghini. But which one produces faster automobiles? If you're a fan of supercars, you're probably aware that it's possibly the greatest automotive rivalry of all time. In today's video, we compare the 5 fastest Lamborghinis to the 5 most visceral Ferraris to see which brand will keep you glued to your seat the longest. Here we go. First up, the Ferrari LaFerrari, the pride of the Ferrari brand. The Ferrari LaFerrari accelerates from 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds and is a magnificent work of art that exudes uniqueness and thrilling performance. This magnificent road machine is one of the models that Ferrari is so proud of that its name translates to the Ferrari. After several years of hard work, the company has finally contributed to the ever-changing world of hybrid cars. The overall shape of the LaFerrari is meant to be as aerodynamic as possible, despite its strange and bug-like design. The car is limited to 499 units, with the 2020 version being one of the fastest supercar hybrid vehicles this year. Up next, the environment-friendly SF90 Stradale. The Ferrari SF90 Stradale accelerates from 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. Ferrari knew they were ready to take a more futuristic approach with their products after releasing their first ever hybrid. As a result, they decided to continue the trend of producing cars that are less likely to harm the environment in 2020. This magnificent machine is known as the SF90 Stradale, and it's a complete plug-in hybrid that is set to fundamentally change the supercar industry. Despite the fact that it only has a V8, this racing machine can take your breath away in one swoop from 0 to 60. The Stradale can generate an additional 217 horsepower thanks to the electric motors, in addition to the engine's 769 HP. Now, Ferrari Enzo, the most iconic Ferrari ever made. The Ferrari Enzo is without a doubt the most iconic and significant Ferrari ever produced. The Enzo was the last supercar from Maranello that didn't use electric power. It was named after two Commendatore and had a big 6.0-liter V12 engine that made 651 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque. One of the most coveted limited edition Ferraris produced was the Enzo. There were just 400 of these vehicles ever produced by Ferrari between the years of 2002 and 2004. In fact, the fact that they could not be purchased at the time by simply strolling up to a dealership made them even more unique. Because it upheld the name of the brand's creator, it was clear that the Enzo was a very special car. Thus, it was restricted to Ferrari's established clientele, and even then, only to those who had previously acquired a Ferrari F40 and a Ferrari F50. The Ferrari Enzo was a track monster right out of the factory. It took 3.14 seconds to go from 0 to 60, and it had 758 pounds of downforce at 125 miles an hour, and more than double that at 186. Its skills were not all for nothing either. Let's move on to a racing derivative of Ferrari F50, the Ferrari F50 GT. The design of the F50 GT was influenced by the original Ferrari F50. Ferrari believed they could do better, despite the F50's satisfyingly fast and powerful performance. So, in 1996, Dallara, an Italian chassis maker, and ATR, an Italian aircraft maker, helped the company make the car more competitive. The Ferrari F50 cost $475,000 when it was first released, but because of its limited production run and the Ferrari brand's rising appeal over time, collectors' model values have since increased significantly. Recent Ferrari F50 costs have surpassed $3 million, yet they still fall short of some of the more expensive Ferrari models. The GT ended up with a different rear wing and an air intake on the roof that stood out. A sequential gearbox and carbon fiber discs were also included. Additionally, the GT is unquestionably faster than the F50, while having an engine that is the same size. Now, the Ferrari P4/5 Competizione. This is the fastest Ferrari that has ever lapped the Nürburgring. In 2012, the Ferrari P4/5 Competizione's 4.0-liter V8 engine accelerated the vehicle to an impressive lap time with 563 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque. The Ferrari P4/5 Competizione posted a sub-7-minute qualifying time of 6 minutes 51 seconds in the 24 hours of Nürburgring. This achievement was accomplished by the P4/5's hybrid propulsion system, which was very similar to the Kerr system found in Formula 1 cars. These are the top 5 fastest Ferraris we've shown you. Now, without further ado, let's get to our list of the top 5 fastest Lamborghinis. First up, the fastest Lambo around, the Nordschleife Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. The Huracan Performante had previously been the fastest Lamborghini at the Green Hell. The new Aventador SVJ was then released 4 years ago, and Lamborghini gave it a strong track focus. It was their intention to outrun the Aventador on the story track when they unveiled their new Raging Bull. Thankfully, the Aventador SVJ succeeded in doing just that, besting the Porsche 911 GT2 RS, who had previously held the title, along with a lightning-fast time of 6 minutes, 44 seconds, and 97 milliseconds, along with breaking the old record at the ring by over 3 full seconds. Lamborghini also unveiled their new quickest Lamborghini, which is still the fastest Italian supercar on the Nordschleife. Next, Huracan Performante, Lamborghini's most selling vehicle. The Huracan is one of Lamborghini's most popular cars in its 59-year history. Lamborghini lost no time in developing performance variants for the Huracan, resulting in the Huracan Performante, which enhanced the performance and handling of the basic Huracan. The Huracan Performante roared through the Nürburgring and produced a remarkable lap time of under 6 minutes, 52 seconds, and 1 millisecond, thanks to its 631 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. It did its lap at an average speed of 112 miles an hour, making it at the time the quickest Lamborghini in the green hell. This engine is the aspirated V10 with the highest specific power. It has been completely refurbished and revamped, with both the intake and exhaust fluid dynamics adjusted. The redesigned intake ducts have been designed using Lamborghini Motorsport's expertise to increase response at all speeds. Since it has been further refined, the double clutch transmission (LDF) can now accommodate even the maximum performance. All of this was accompanied by the new, lighter exhaust system, even more enthralling and lively sound. Fuel consumption and emission values. Fuel consumption combined, 14.3 liters per 100 kilometers WLTP, and CO2 emissions combined, 357 grams per kilometer WLTP. Not to forget, the aggressive per Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. This car covers 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Who knew that celebrities such as Cardi B and Nicki Minaj would find the Lamborghini Aventador fit for their garages when it first debuted in 2011? We can't really blame them for spending over $500,000 on an undercooked car, though given its appealing appearance and assertive roar. Fortunately, Lambo quickly used the customized Lamborghini Aventador SVJ to correct the unsatisfactory characteristics. Due to the extensive usage of carbon fiber, Lamborghini's aerodynamic system, and its potent V12 engine, the Aventador can now sprint from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds as opposed to 2.9. The Aventador SVJ Roadster's naturally aspirated V12 engine, which produces a potent 770 horsepower and 720 newton-meters of torque, is to thank for the car's remarkable speed and acceleration. The 7-speed independent shifting rod (ISR) transmission, which offers blazingly quick shift times, is mated to the V12 engine. Now, the tuned German model, Aventador LP904 Motoveloce DMC. Since the standard Lamborghini Aventador wasn't considered quick and outrageous enough by everyone, the business decided to hire some workers to help with tuning. The Lamborghini Aventador LP904 Motoveloce DMC was the result of a partnership between Lamborghini and the renowned performance car tuner DMC, which has its headquarters in Germany. They succeeded in increasing the previous 691 horsepower to a skippy 885 HP. There have also been changes to the way the car looks, like the black wheels with the same color in the middle as the body. And finally, the rarest cars that Lamborghini has ever produced, Sesto Elemento. You may have never heard of the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento if you're not a huge Lamborghini aficionado. This is one of the most rare cars Lamborghini has ever made, in addition to being one of the fastest. Lamborghini Sesto Elemento has a curb weight of just 999 kilograms, 2,202 pounds, which includes the V10 engine and the permanent all-wheel drive. Its incredibly light design is made possible by cutting-edge carbon fiber technology. This limited edition super sports car has unmatched performance. It can go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in a record-breaking 2.5 seconds, thanks to its amazing power-to-weight ratio of under 1.75 kilos per horsepower. It was initially presented in 2010 at the Paris Auto Show. Lamborghini promised attendees at the launch that the idea will be ready for production the following year. There were only 20 of these models produced, and each one cost $2.8 million. There have also been instances where a Sesto Elemento was offered for sale by its owners. However, this is an uncommon occasion. That's all for this video. Let us know in the comment section which of the models listed is your favorite. If you liked the video, click the like button and share it to your friends. Subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.